Hello, hi, this is Chanda. Welcome to my channel, Chanda Ravi. I was teaching my student, and as I said you that I teach library science. Library science is my subject because I'm the professor with that subject. I was teaching them like classification schemes, which we studied during no classification schemes. It's a schemes. With the help of that schemes, we arrange books in the library, so people don't know about that things because the person who knows very well with this subject, they can easily find that what is that schemes, and with the help of these kind of schemes, how we can manage the books in library, something like that. So I teach them. Actually, I trained them, and so that they can easily get their book from the library. if you go to library if you go to library, what you do first, you say to your librarian that I have to I want my book. And if you don't know about the author of the books, then how do you manage, how do you get your book? So it's very necessary to know about the things. With the help of that things, you can easily get your books. So you go to library and you say that I need that particular subject's book, and then what he does, he just gives you the book, what you told that I wanted to get that book. So they will give you that kind of books. So how they can how can they manage, or how can they search this kind of books with the help of classification schemes and also cataloging? What he does, he firstly, he just uh, he just saw that he just see the cataloging schemes, and also like what is the editor and publisher, and also series. With the help of this kind of information, they can easily get their book, and give the book to the readers, or whoever comes to library, they give the book to them. So it's a good thing, but generally that what we do, we just go to library and we study our books and we don't think about it. If I talk about myself, and if I say that I teach library science, people say that what is this a subject? And I say yes, it is a subject. So what you do with this subject? And I say, I with the help of their subject, I I teach my students that how we can easily get our books, and how we can arrange these kind of books in the library. Like we arrange books on rack. If you go to library, you must have seen this kind of racks, and on these kind of racks there are lots of books arranged, and you can easily get their book. So it's a good thing. It's a I can say that it's a artificial thing. It's a good thing. I love that subject. I studied a lot. That's why, and I have been teaching for 7 to 8 years, and I'm very friendly with that subject. So I trained many people, but that I feel difficulties when they say that, ma'am, we don't understand this subject with English language. And for me, teaching them with Hindi language is a very difficult task, because it's a very daunting task, you can say, because that subject doesn't require that you have to have the knowledge of, like, we say, like, author and publisher and editor. But what in Hindi meaning, they exist, like prakashak and lekhak and something like that, and also difficult word which you I feel it's a very difficult to pronunciate in Hindi. So lots of students, they are from South India. If they are from South Indian, they can easily understand, they can easily manage within English language. But if I talk about North part, like in UP, Bihar, and also in Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, lots of students, lakhs of students, they understand only Hindi language. and that's why I have to make them understand with Hindi language so that they can understand, because it's a difficult thing, it's a technical things. You have to study a technical way to understand, like how to manage the books, how to cataloging, how to catalogs the how do you make your cataloging schemes and also classification schemes. It's a technical schemes, it's a technical work for library. So that's why, but they study, and I teach them, and I was taking that class. I was teaching them about the classification schemes. There are lots of schemes, like Indian version, and also like US version. Like in Indian version, column classification is very famous, and also DDC, like David decimal classification. The students who know about the classification scheme, they can easily relate with that with that name, like column classification and David decimal classification, because they have uh, they have studied a lot with that things, because and very soon, if I talk about Bihar, very soon librarian vacancy is coming, and they are preparing right now. They are preparing for that exam so that they can clear that exam, and they want to be librarian. I don't know why, but they people, they have some crazy things in their mind that, yeah, I want to be a librarian. And they are preparing for, and I was teaching them so that they can easily crack their exam. And they are taking this subject with two things, first, like they want to be a librarian, and also they want to be a lecturer or professor. But very few people, they want to be a professor or lecturer. Many people, like 80 to 90%, I must say, like 90% people, they don't take it seriously. They just study so that they can crack their exam, and uh, they want to be a librarian, something like that. But they don't create their career like in academic line, like as a professor and lecturer. They don't want to do like that. So yeah, it's a condition here. But yeah, I choose that subject as a career, and I studied a lot. I cracked UGC net with that subject, and also I'm doing PhD right now, and very soon I'll get my PhD degree. So that yeah, it's an important thing, like getting this kind of degree. It's a good thing. You will be very confident also, because you are studying and you are teaching, and if you have this kind of official degree, it's a good thing. Like you are teaching someone with the with the schemes, with the degree. So it's a great thing. You have to have that kind of degree. Only that you can easily say that, yeah, I'm certified. Otherwise you will be struggling. So it's enough for today. I'll discuss another topic. Till then, bye.